to actually sit down and advise people, to encourage people is a lot. How are you able to do that?
First of all, I'm usually shocked that people gravitate in my direction. I mean, I squeeze my face because really, truly, it's like my default mechanism in the sense that I'm shy, once again, very shy. And so, because I need to protect myself from, all of that, I do that oboju of, walking to a space, looking angry, and hoping that nobody just say hello, hi. So that's number one. Number two, over the years, I have acquired, or I'm still acquiring, the skill of just being able to listen. Because I found out that that's what a lot of people just need. Somebody who listens genuinely, not the person who is just waiting for you to finish so they can quickly tell you something. No. And I think a lot of times when people are talking to me, I'm listening. I'm listening from a point where I know how you feel, wanting to be able to speak to someone and not finding. Yeah? I can relate with it. And when I finish listening, sometimes I ask out of courtesy, would you like me to speak? Or you just want me to listen? And I do that with my children too. Because I think a lot of times we assume that when people come to speak to us, they actually want you to say something back. Sometimes they
I assume that too.
Yeah, but sometimes people just want to rant. Because I say to people that sometimes your solution, you are fully aware of it. But sometimes you need to unburden yourself just to, also process that thing that you want to do. So, for example, if I talk to you about something long enough, as I'm talking to you, even me, I'm rethinking it and saying to myself, okay, that enough, it may not work. Yeah? And so I let you do all those kind of things. But because I think I've listened to quite a number of people talk to me just because they can. And that has helped with experiences for me. They are not my experience, but I've seen people who have lived those experiences. So when people talk to me, unfortunately, I can say to them, this thing, I can literally say there's nothing new under the sun. And that's why a lot of times people are like, Febechi, you're not shocked. This thing I just told you, you're not shocked. You don't seem shocked. You don't seem moved. I say, it did happen. And I think when people realize that, oh, I'm not alone, somebody's walked this road, they realize, okay, I'm not going to die. But like you said, it's truly a burden. It's a burden that I carry. There's things that people have told me and I'm like, why are you telling me this? Like, why? Do you think that I can unthink it? Like, they're really heavy stuff. And in my brain, I'm like, do you think I should do? I do think I'm very old like that I think I can bear these things. I really, like, I can't. It's heavy. They're really heavy stuff. And I keep saying to myself, but why? Why are you telling me? And they say it to me effortlessly. They are not holding back. They are not any of those things. And I realize that, you know what? It's a grace that I've been given and I don't take it lightly. People always say, Febechi, how do you, like, the weirdos, quote unquote, yeah? People that everyone else is not speaking to.
Yeah, you like speak to everyone. You're like an anchor.
Yeah, so they say to me, Febechi, like, that guy doesn't speak to anyone else. How come two of you? I say, no one follow and talk now. They follow me talk. They say, no, guy, they behave. I say, okay, I don't know about that, but. And I think it's just a grace that I have. And I've also realized that it doesn't take a lot to make the next person smile. People always accuse me again of, oh, Febechi, how are you able to keep in touch? How are you able to, how everybody is doing, quote unquote. And I said, I think, again, that's another thing that over time I've realized is if someone comes to mind, just reach out. And to be honest with you, I've had 2 people, no, more than 2 actually, who, after a period I reached out to them, they call me back maybe months later to say, thank you, Febechi. And I'm saying, why? And they say, you called me at a time when I was sure that nobody cared. And I said, no, but I said, Febechi, don't try to sugarcoat anything. I'm just telling you, you actually reached out to me. I mean, I've had people who are suicidal. and who say to me, you called me just. And I say, okay, maybe this is something that I should just continue to do, not because I say to people, it gives me joy to know that you are happy that I reached out to you, and it gives me a level of satisfaction just knowing that, oh, you made that person smile. I'm also happy that when you see my call, you're not avoiding it, that you're happy to pick my call, because you know that this person is not going to be asking me for urgent 2K or wanting to ask me for something, that the person just calling to say, hi, hello, how you doing? It's very nice. And a lot of people accuse me till today. They say to me, oh, Febechi, you have big friends. And I say, I don't know my friends like that. I know my friends as Istifanus, Ayo. I don't know any other thing.
You don't know them by title.
Yeah, I don't know those titles. Yeah. And so a lot of people say to me, Febechi, your friend now, he's the MD or so place. I'm like, okay. They're like, are you serious? You don't know that? I said, I just know the guy. His name is Istifanus. I just know the girl. Her name is Bisola. Shikena. I said, because when I call them, they know that this person is not calling to ask for something. She's calling to just chill or ask me what's up. And I said, I want to continue to be that person for my friends. It doesn't mean that that's how you have to reciprocate that, but that's who I want to be for my friends. And they all seem to know that. They can call me if you want something, because again, people say I know everything. So if you're looking for a plug for something, just call me. Just like as you call me, they ask me plug for, it's a grace, and I don't take it for granted, because even I ask myself, how am I able to help people or make people comfortable enough to tell me anything and everything? How am I able to get people to have a no-holds-barred conversation that ideally, in the world that we are in today, which is full of judgment, that they actually feel safe enough to come to me and knowing that they won't hear it somewhere else.
They will not trend on Twitter.
They won't trend, and they're not going to see my status and say, this person is talking about me. Yeah, because it's not going to happen.
Do you have people that you talk to as well when you need to? And how are you able to manage, listening to people when you yourself have stuff to say?
I have friends who sort of know when things are off. They know my levels of silence. There's silence of, please, I just want to be by myself. And there's silence of, there's something going on. Yeah? So I have those friends, and I'm grateful for them. They're the ones that will call you, and just from your voice, they'll say to you, what's the matter? And I'm like, nothing. They're like, okay, no problem. So they go off the phone, but they're going to call me back in another hour or so, because they know that there's something to be said. Yeah, so I have, not that I necessarily talk to them, but they're there. Yeah, I mean, they say it all the time. I grew up not having someone or people to speak to. And that's probably one of the things that makes me available to listen to people. Yeah, because I know what it means to want to speak and not have someone
Anyone
to speak to.
to.
Yeah, so that's it. But how am I able to manage? God is my center, no matter how I want to look at it, yeah? Because over time in building or growing my faith, I've come to realize that it's in the times of trial and tribulation and all of those kind of things, or the times when things seem so low. Those are the times that the lessons are clearer. Those are the times that, new things are bettered. Those are the times that you acquire a new virtue. If you were not patient before, you learn patience by force, because the thing you are praying for, it has not come, and you have to wait. So you will learn. I mean, so he's my center. It's tough. I mean, like I say to people, if you have to cry, cry. The world will not stop for you. And whatever it is you're going through, there's someone going through worse. Just be kind, because you don't know the reason for which this person is so cantankerous, or the reason for which this person is just being ridiculous. Except I'm really out, But if I'm in my feelings and somebody calls me and wants to talk, I don't mind. If you are crying, I can help you, stay with you to cry finish. It's grace that I don't take for granted, because I've also realized that there are certain things that I've gone through in life that some people have not gone through, but with the little that has happened to them, quote unquote, I'm not taking anybody's experience lightly, but some people are not able to move. And because of that, I'm grateful, because, the different things that have happened in life that I have been able to. And that's
Which
why
then puts you in a good position to help.
yeah, so that's why I'm able to, try and hold your hand long enough and really praying for you, because I've also realized that if it's the grace that I was given that allows me to be able to move. Because some people, you're wondering, Auntie, 2 years don't pass, 3 years don't pass, now try now. But the person really can't. It's not because she doesn't want to, but it's just tough. So I think for me, so I don't take it lightly. I always say to people, it's grace. I try to pray. I'm not really that kind of praying child, but I try to pray so that I can stay calm and collected. I'm a very angry person by nature. I'm a very angry child. So when people see me smiling, they think, I say that smile is that I'm holding back the things that want to come out of me, the venom. So that smile is, if only it's just I'm trying to Jesus. I want to go to heaven. Heaven is the goal. Don't stay my white. Don't stay my white. Don't stay my white.
Anyways, as we round off, if Febechi is a very angry person, then we need a lot of angry people in this world. The world will be a better place with angry people like Febechi. But yeah, thank you so much for featuring in this podcast. Thank you for granting this podcast. Really appreciate, and thank you for your wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, thank you for your patience, and thank you for having me.